sector. It is highly infertile, a witch hunt, and inconsistent in exhibiting your gross ignorance, and takes cow into thinking that a neutral tribe will solve the Boku issue. We are fully aware of the monkey tricks and schemes. Media men and women, we want Ghanaians to know that when Honorable Boniface Agambila, an Afghan man, was the regional minister, there was a serious conflict in Boku. Again, during Honorable Makoyongo, a Katsina man, as the regional minister, there was also another unbearable conflict in Boku. As usual, Honorable Cletus Savaka, a Kusasi man, was also accused by these Mampusis of being biased when he was a regional minister. So, in the history of these accusations, it is only Audi Yirmeya, a deputy regional minister, Salfu, Mamit, and Guma, all being Mampusis who were not accused of fueling the conflict in Boku by the Mampusis. In line of their calls for dismissal, we Kusasis are taken aback to note that they have not for once blamed the MC, Honorable Hamza, who is also a Musek chairman, about anything in the Boku conflict. It is because he is strongly supporting you. Ladies and gentlemen, the situation in Boku now can be caused by an individual, and it can't be resolved by an individual. And so calling for the heads of the regional minister is much ado about nothing. We must all cease fire and come to the round table as have been championed by the regional minister and dialogue to find amicable remedy instead of the name calling. 4. They claim that the regional minister doesn't visit the regents is a comic relief. For the avoidance of doubt, we don't have a regent in Boku. A regent is a dead chief's fan. The chief, into bracket Zuran of the Kusa kingdom, is healed and healthy, and in no circumstances can they be a regent. Paradings around voodoo can't be a regent. Sooner or later, the clowns of the constitution will soon catch up with dreamers. For the avoidance of doubt, the regional minister, since his appointment, has met the Mampusis and party elders. Both Mampusis and Kusasis alike have been offered escort opportunities when they applied through the appropriate quarters. So it is baffling that the avowed enemy of the regional minister will make this allegation without providing any scintilla of evidence of refusal to provide escorts. Did Magid consider the consequences of his call for war in Boku as being witnessing now? At this point in time, we call on the security agencies to immediately arrest Magid Bagura for being one of the unknowing many perpetrators of the Boku conflict, as his many media engagements and treacherous moves are inimical to the peace of Boku. 2. We, the Kusasis, believe that Honorable Steve Yakubu, the regional minister, is leaving no stone unturned to ensure that peace returns to Boku and its environs. When the cock crows before midday, it's rather ignorance of the time or getting overzealous. We want to make it very clear to the Mampusis and Ghanaians as a whole that if Honorable Steve Yakubu, a Kusasi man, if Honorable Steve Yakubu, a Kusasi man, was not at the helm of the affairs in Upper East region as the minister and the chairman of the research, the situation would have been worse than we are witnessing, because he's a native who is also affected by the numerous killing and destruction of properties in the area. Notwithstanding, we would like to ask these as a notwithstanding, we would like to ask if there is an appointee in Ghana without a tribe. We would like to quiz the Mampusi youth on the following. A. Should the Kusashi say that all the heinous war of crimes and killing in Boku conflict during the time of Honorable Mamit Salfu, the then Upper East Regional Minister, was fueled by him because he is a Mamprussi man. Remember in the midst of the conflict during Mamit Salfu's time, when the police armory was broken into and guns stolen, no man accused him of giving you, the Mamprussis, the stolen guns to kill Kusasis, and yet you are fast to call for Stephen Yakubu dismissal, saying he is biased without any basis. B. Again, in 2008, when you heartlessly and state, this man since time untold is seriously seeking to be chief of Boku. He wants to be one of the beneficiaries of the product of this war. Mr. President, your golden efforts in bringing peace to Boku is likely being obstructed by Sule Yurumia, your Council of State member. Sule Yurumia is known to be nation his ambition for the elusive chieftaincy title at the corridors of the Nahiri with one Bugri, Sambugri, and many others, as he was caught on tape asking for prayers to get back his lost item in Boku. He embezzles his Mamprussi tax in several forms and ways by using his powers as a Council of State member, and the earlier Your Excellency bring him to book, the better for you. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, we, the peace-loving Kusasis, are calling on the President of the Republic to investigate Sule Yurumia and Samburi, into brackets, the infamous Na Tampuri's public criminal, and rather resource your able and trustworthy Stephen Yakubu to carry on with your agenda for development the region through your numerous proper policies and others. The call for Honorable Stephen Yakubu removal is political gimmick and a plan hatched by the Mamprussis and their colleague ignoramus to distract the smooth running of your administration in the region and the country at large. The Boku Mamprussis clearly don't wish you and your government well and will stop at nothing to let you not to get credit in Upper East region through Honorable Stephen Yakubu, benevolence and hard work. Mr. President, note that you are not left out in the accusations of the Mamprussi youth of Boku, and they will stop at nothing to make the Mamprussis unattractive in Kusaug. Ask yourself, Mr. President, why most of the Boku conflicts took place whenever your party is in government. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, the only way that there will be lasting peace in Boku is when the Mamprussis respect the decision of the legal frameworks, the wisdom of the Upper East Regional House of Chiefs, and the authority of Zuran. Those who cause the mess must clean the mess. Thank you very much for your rapt attention and cooperation to our press conference. Should I start? The press conference by Kusaug Youth Movement in response to the wild allegations by the Boku Mamprussi youth regarding the highways attack. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, thank you for making time to honor our short invitation to this important press conference. It is imperative and crucial for us as a people to organize this press conference to dispel the huge falsehoods churned out by the Mamprussi youth of Boku and set the record straight. It has been our decision as Kusaug Youth to stop releasing press conferences or statements on issues regarding the Boku conflict and rather channel out our time and space to preach and work for peace and development in the Kusaug kingdom. Unfortunately, the Boku Mamprussi brothers, by their chromosomal inherited lies and their deceptive and cunning nature, continue to peddle falsehoods with the aim that many Ghanaian citizens will unfortunately fall for their treachery each time they interact with the media. We have decided to respond to their latest interview on Metro TV Midnight News, aired on 17th August 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, sporadic shootings and killing of innocent individuals, including the most recent armed attack of travelers around the Ogusinia High School, are highly regrettable, and we, as peace-loving Kusasi, totally condemn that act and urge the security agencies to investigate properly and bring the culprit to book. Fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen, one Majid Bagura, the individual who stood in front of Dr. Garba, the then police commander, and army commander Kendall Menta, both commanders of Upper East Region, openly threatened the peace of Boko, saying, quote, and I quote, postponing the funeral is postponing conflict in Boko, unquote. A couple of months before the Boko conflict, he was again heard on Metro TV granting an interview in connection to the recent killing in Boko. This unrepentant soul, who happened to be the spokesperson of the Boko Kusaug Youth, fails to recognize the long-term negative. He also met both ethnic groups at the wake of the conflict with the national security and other dignitaries to see how the situation could be resolved. And so to claim that the minister hasn't been there is falsehood and must be thrown to the dogs. If you think this conflict has gone beyond your calculations, it is all from your attitudes and stubbornness. Simply come to terms with realities and respect the rules of laws. Otherwise, you may be reaping what you have sowed. The Boko Mampusis are not better than the other peace-loving Mampusis elsewhere. 5. Attack on travelers from Kusaug. It is highly condemnable that hooligans led by one Sarki, who is perceived to be a national security member, organized some youth to block the highway at Janga, a village near Walwali, in search of people from Kusaug extraction to Meda. This was criminal act, and we urge the police to search for these criminals and let them face the full rigor of the law. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, when it comes to pointing fingers at tribal mates and in government positions as finding the conflict in Boko, the Mampusis are opening what we call a Pandoral box. They claim that Honorable Stephen Yakubu failed to visit them in Boko. Well, he's just a regional minister. How about the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, a pure Mampusi man who hasn't made any remark since the conflict occurred? Help me ask Majid and his fellow Mampusis whether their kinsman Bawumia visited Boko on the occasion of the conflict, let alone come to their self-acclaimed regents and his elders. We Kusasis are of a very firm belief that Bawumia's voice will bring finality to the issue, and yet he doesn't care about the conflict. Though he recognizes Zuran Naba Asigri Aburagu Azoka II as the legitimate skin owner of the traditional area, he is unable to come out boldly as his boss, His Excellency Nana Adudankwa Akufo-Addo did. Can we also conclude that His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, as the chairman of the Ghana Police Council, is complicit in the Boko conflict? Mr. Vice President, your loud silence in the Boko conflict is seriously